the right wing in America has what seems to be dual monopolies: a monopoly on freely inflicting stochastic and physical violence, and a monopoly on victimhood. And of course, this was a statement, but I'm curious your thoughts on what he says here.
I think that is a brilliant statement. I may have to steal it from Abdullah. It's well put. A monopoly on freely inflicting stochastic terrorism, which is, of course, inciting violence in a very abstract way. You don't say, go kill X on Monday. You say, oh, people like this, they shouldn't live. And then someone goes kill someone like that. You inspire stochastic terrorism. And yes, they inspire the violence, and then they claim victimhood. I mean, Don Jr. is a classic example of this, right? This is a guy who says outrageous things, calls people fascists, calls people horrible. Do you remember in 2016? I'm old enough to remember in 2016, he did that famous picture of an M&M's bowl saying, what if there was poison in this bowl and just 2 of the M&M's? Would you eat it? Comparing immigrants to poison, right? Incendiary rhetoric from Don Jr. over the years. When Paul Pelosi almost killed an elderly man, innocent man, Don Jr. made jokes about it. He even said that his Halloween costume would be a hammer and an underwear to try and mock this idea that there was some secret gay affair or whatever homophobic nonsense that him and Elon Musk pushed at the time. So he says outrageous things. He incites hate. And then when something happens, he plays victim. Me and my father and my family were all targeted. It's bullshit. This idea that they are the perpetual victims, it needs to be challenged. That's the key point. Somebody has to challenge this crap all the time and every time. Every time they go on TV and say, Senator Katie Britt was on the Sunday show saying, if you call your enemies Nazis, then people will take a shot at them. Okay, well, Donald Trump calls his enemies Nazis. J.D. Vance called Donald Trump Hitler. RFK called Republican voters Nazis. Right? If we're going to play that game, let's look at who's actually saying this stuff. Where is the leadership of the Democratic Party at a time like this to come out and say, how dare you? How dare you politicize the death of Charlie Kirk? How dare you accuse us of being responsible for it when you're the ones who push political violence? You're the ones who incite hate. You're the ones who tried to overturn a Democratic election. Your president referred to us as vermin and enemies within and said he would stick the military on us. How dare you? Right? Where are they saying that? I don't see the Democratic Party leadership actually challenging this narrative, and the right move very quickly, Prem. They've already, in the space of a few days, solidified this idea that political violence comes from the left, that left-wing organizations are inciting hate, that the only people who call their enemies Nazis and fascists are the left. All of that is being quickly solidified by the right because, as usual, the liberal left have left a vacuum, and nature abhors a vacuum.